The most important game to win in life is the credit card score game. Credit score is truly an amazing thing because if your credit score is awful, expect to pay a car loan interest rate of 20.5%. Compared to that, if your credit score is up top, expect to pay an interest rate about 4.3%. This could mean the difference of thousands of dollars or tens of thousands of dollars extra for no reason on a car loan payment just because your credit score is up here and you know what you're doing in the game. The first thing you should do on your 18th birthday is apply for a credit card on day one because 15% of the FICO score is actually made up of the age of your credit history. However, no matter how old you are, you could always get denied on a credit card application. Just like many things from life, you can get denied from your dream girl, you can get denied from that job promotion you've been working hard for years. Sometimes it's inevitable and it'll leave you with that sinking feeling. But I'm here to help you never get denied ever again. There's a big difference between getting denied at a credit score in the 400s versus getting denied at a credit score in the 700s. If your credit score is sitting in the high 600s and 700s and you're getting denied, there's one thing you can do to make sure you don't get denied, and that is calling the reconsideration line. What the reconsideration line is it places you with an actual person where they can manually review your application instead of a computer algorithm just automatically denying it for no reason. The most important thing you can do on the reconsideration line call is actually being a nice person. You don't want to come across as a mean person that's just spewing bad words at them because they have the power to accept or deny your application. Why would you want to talk to someone so rudely if they have the power to deny your application? At the end of the day, they're not approving you still. All you have to do is take the phone, hang up, dial in that number, call back again. Keep calling and calling and calling because it'll place you with different agents. And if the agent's having a good day, they're more likely to accept your applications versus if they're having a bad day. Don't get discouraged if you get denied. Always just call back again. But if they pull up your credit report and they see things like derogatory marks or anything or any missed payments, be sure that you look it up ahead of time and give them a reason why. The reason for this is because you don't want to be caught off guard when they ask you why you had 2 late payments or so. You want to give them a reason, such as you lost your job at the time and weren't able to pay off the minimum payment. If you got laid off from your job, they will be more likely to accept you versus if you just forgot. Another thing the agent on the call looks for is if you have too many hard inquiries in a short amount of time. This can be seen as risky for the credit card company, and they will think that you're a high risk because you keep applying for credit cards after credit card after credit card. It could also be seen that your income is too short and you're trying to overcompensate because you can't afford to make payments on other things. So you're just trying to get more credit cards to max out your credit line and never pay them off and just make the bare minimum payments, and they want to avoid that as much as possible. So if you have too many hard inquiries in a short amount of time, usually they'll deny it, but just make sure you have a reason for it. Another obvious thing that the credit agent looks for is your credit score. If your credit score is in the low 600s and your income is only $30,000 a year and you try to apply for this platinum card, that wouldn't make any sense because the credit card company's minimum requirement on the American Express Platinum card is about $720 and their income is about $50,000 a year. And don't meet the bare minimum requirement, there's no reason to apply for the card and call the agent. You'll just be wasting everybody's time. Instead, you should be focusing on things that actually raise your credit score. You will need to focus on not missing any payments and give it a year or two to raise your average credit card history because that makes up 15% of your score. Another thing the agent might be looking for is if you have too much credit on the credit card company. So if Chase is telling you that they won't approve you for a new card, just call them on the line and ask them if they'll move around the credit from one card to another. This would make it so instead of having one existing credit card at a $5,000 limit and not getting approved for the second card, they keep the existing card, knock it down to $2,500 limit, and they approve you for a new card at a $2,500 limit. This way you're still keeping the $5,000 credit line and just cutting it both in half. Another reason why you might get automatically denied is if you open up too many credit cards within a given amount of time. For example, the most well-known rule is the Chase 524 rule. If you were to knowingly apply for your 6th credit card in 24 months, there's no reason to call them and ask them why you got denied. They're not going to accept you. As soon as you see the denied message pop up on your screen, first thing you need to do is pick up that phone and call the reconsideration line. The reason for this is because if you wait more than 30 days to call the reconsideration line, they're just going to tell you have to reapply for the credit card again, and then that might give you another ding on your hard inquiries. Also, while you're calling the agent, make sure to give them reasons. It's kind of like a job interview. They're asking you questions and you give them reasons why you need the job. For example, with a job, if they ask you why you want this job and you say it's for the money, they're not going to think too highly of you and think that you're only in it for yourself. It's the same thing with credit cards. If they ask you why you want to apply for their credit card and get accepted, and you say it's for the sign-up bonus, and they think as soon as you hit the minimum spend requirement for the sign-up bonus, that you'll just drop the credit card and just throw it off to the side. When you're talking to the agent, you'll need to talk about the benefits of the card. You'll want to tell them that you want to build a rapport with the company and you like the benefits of what the card gives. Or if you're trying to get approved for the American Express Platinum card, you'll need to tell the agent on the line that you're wanting to get the card because you like the benefits it gives you with traveling. It's important to ask yourself if you really do need the new credit card that you're applying for, because if you're just in it for the sign-up bonus and you always make interest payments on your credit cards, or if you overspend just to meet the bonus, there's no reason to apply for the new credit card to meet the bonus, because you're going to do more harm than good. If you can't balance out all your credit cards and manage them properly, why would you get a new credit card if you're not ready for it? Sure, the bonus might sound appealing, but if you're just gonna overspend on your credit card for random stuff you usually wouldn't buy just to meet the bonus, it's just gonna start a vicious cycle for you. Then all that work you did will be for nothing. Another great way to always get approved for a credit card is having a family member or a very trusted friend add you as an authorized user. This can truly rocket up your score and you'll be able to get approved for the credit cards that you actually want. Basically, having a trusted family member or friend add you as an authorized user, they'll be vouching for you and saying that this person's reliable, this person will be a great customer someday for you. And that's how to never get denied for a credit card application again. And be sure not to miss this video right here.